All right, hey, it's Carl here. I am here with the Firefly FFLPS in gold. Before I get to the review, I'll go over just a few pros and cons, first impressions, and then we'll get to the sound sample and some final thoughts. So as far as first impressions, out of the box, looks really nice. Yeah, looks really nice. Very surprising. I paid just under $200 shipped. I bought it from guitarsgarden.com. It's kind of hard to, they're often sold out there, and the secondary market on Reverb sells them for 300 plus. I'll let you know a little bit later if I think that's worth it. But anyway, first impressions, again, looks really nice. Arrived safely via UPS. It took, I ordered it on Saturday, July 10th. It arrived Tuesday, July 19th. But obviously it wasn't shipped, I think, until Monday because I ordered it on the weekend. So not bad. From California to North Carolina, takes some time, whatever, it's all good. There was a tiny little small blemish in the finish. I think they maybe didn't buff that part out. But overall, looks real nice. So let's get to cons. The pickups, as is a common kind of complaint, they're not great. Are they bad? No, we'll get to that in a second. Some of the frets are scratchy, easy fix, just some polish, and it'll kind of just wear smooth over time. There is a little bit of fret buzz on the E string, low E at the 11th and 12th frets, and the G at the 10th fret. There's a little bit of fret buzz. The 11th fret is a little bit high, so we can fix that. Kind of got to grind it down a little bit with some, with either a grinding stone or a fret leveler tool. But in general, it's still playable. Even with the little bit of fret buzz, it's not a deal breaker. Especially for a beginner. Anyway, there was some dirt and glue on the fretboard. Again, easy fix, clean it up, polish it. The plastic nut is not great, but it's installed fine, cut fine, so that's cool. Cheap tuners, standard kind of cheap tuners. They're not terrible. Nothing wrong with them. They're just, cheap tuners. And the volume and tone knobs are, I don't know if that comes across good, but they're cheap and they look cheap. They look kind of like they're cracking the plastic, and they don't look great. As far as pros, the gold sparkly finish looks really cool. Again, I don't know how well that comes across on video, but looks really nice even with the small blemish. The fretboard inlays, real cool looking, nicely done. Oh, I forgot to mention, as far as cons, which is also a common complaint with these, is the fretboard's dry. Really easy fix, some lemon oil. I'll do that later. Anyway, so there's no fret sprout. Fretboard inlays look good. Gold sparkle finish looks nice. Good action. I measured it. It's about 1.5 millimeters. So as far as the setup there goes, really nice. There's no dead frets. There's just that little bit of buzz on those strings I mentioned earlier. Bridge and tailpiece, nice and solid. No complaints there. Again, so as far as the pickups, they're not great. Not terrible, but the guitar sounds nice. It's totally respectable as far as that goes. But there's only so much you can do on a cheap guitar as far as pickups are concerned. So it is what it is. All right, so let's get to the sound sample, and after that I'll have a little bit about what I would upgrade and final thoughts. both pickups. So final thoughts and a few things I would upgrade if I was to keep this as my daily player. First thing, bridge pickup. I likely wouldn't upgrade the neck pickup unless I was playing live, because for just playing in the bedroom, stuff like that, it's whatever. The neck pickup doesn't sound the best, but it doesn't sound terrible. So for just kind of everyday playing at home, it's cool. EMG makes really decent, easy to install pickups. H1A is one I have on one of my other guitars. It's like $99. And they have a no soldering pickup installation kit that only really works if you're doing both pickups. If you're only doing one, you're going to need to do some soldering to do it properly, unless you only want to just use the one pickup. Next thing I would upgrade is the tuning keys to Spurzl locking tuners. I mean, any locking tuners, to be honest, but Spurzls are less than $70 on eBay. They're, you know, nice tuners and they're not super expensive. Possibly, if I was not liking this plastic nut, if it was causing problems, a Graphtec nut, Tusk nut is like $15. It's a bit of a pain to install a new nut, but it's worth it if you need it. Again, like optional would be to do the neck pickup. I personally probably wouldn't do it. And the volume and tone knobs, they're really cheap looking and whatever, but I don't care too much about that, so I wouldn't personally do it. But it's a easy and cheap possible upgrade. Final thoughts: phenomenal beginner's guitar. I'm really shocked at how good it plays. And so if you're a beginner, for $250, this is, you know, a really decent guitar. Also, I would say it's great for intermediate players who just either want an extra guitar, or you know, if you don't play live and you don't need anything great, this is perfect. If you do play live, I think this would be a great backup guitar. But if you do the upgrades, if you upgrade the pickups, do some of that stuff, I think it's a great first guitar too, for using live or at home. So I would say it's definitely worth in the $200 to $250 range. The resale, again, on Reverb right now anyway, is $300 plus. I wouldn't pay that unless the seller had made sure, you know, everything's working well, maybe did some kind of upgrade on the guitar. Otherwise, I would just try to get it either used but cheaper, like $250 or less, or hope that it, you know, comes up for sale new and isn't sold out. So that's that. If you want to read the full review, I'm going to link it in the description down at the bottom. And yeah, subscribe if you want more reviews, and I'll see you next time.